What's up, Dragon Nation? I'm Rich with Dragon Nation Gaming. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2022. I took a break real quick to admire the sunrise. So yeah, we are in the next day. It's a beautiful morning. I mean, look at that. That is pretty. So another beautiful morning, and it's time to go ahead and upgrade our equipment a little bit, so that way we can go ahead and start making a little bit more money. So yeah, there's a couple things I have to pick up at the shop. Let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so it is still a little bit dark, but we'll see if we can't still do this. As you can see, I bought some new vehicles. This is the truck and trailers that I was talking about in last episode. I gotta remember the controls, man. I'm playing so many games right now. Alright, what is it? F? There we go. So yeah, we got ourselves the truck, we got the attachments for logging, and we also got the trailer to hook that stuff up. Actually, let me get the pickup out of the way. Man, my truck is looking ragged. It's got all kinds of paint chips and everything else. Oh man, I probably need to get a new paint job or something. Yeah, in the game, you just need to wash your truck and I think all this stuff and repair it. I think that's a new feature because I don't remember this happening before. Actually looks kind of cool. But that actually gives us a use for repairing our vehicles now. Alright, let me go ahead and get the truck out of the way. And we'll go ahead and grab our new truck. So, I kind of messed with the paint job a little bit. Was kind of curious what I could do with it. But this truck right here, I've actually driven one of these trucks before with the logging attachments. And it didn't look exactly like this, but it's close. I mean, it was red and it did have like white stripes, but not exactly the same design. Close though. Alright, let's jump in real quick. I would love to be able to take a look on the interior, but yeah, it's dark. Is there a way? Okay, that does not work very well. Holy shit, this thing has a lot of lights. Hold on. So there's one. That is the parking lights. Oh, look at the hood ornament. That looks cool. I like that. Alright, here's 2, which is just regular driving lights. 3, which is, I guess, high beams. And 4, which is blind everybody, high beams. Holy shit, that is bright. Alright, so what we need to do, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We need to go ahead and get some stuff connected. First, we need to get the first attachment hooked to the back. Let's see if I can do this. Well, this truck is actually pretty responsive. It's better than the pickup. I mean, it's better than I was expecting. It's not great, but yeah, definitely better than I was expecting. Alright, there's a... Oh, I hate how it lifts up the truck like that. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, wow, that is pretty damn wide. Can I... Hold on, is there a way of... Okay, Jake brake. No, we'll turn that off. That's the wrong... Okay, give me... What is the second one? So it looks like the truck has 2 different functions. Control the mirrors. Mirror groups. Okay. It says that I can do something with the mirrors. Oh, no. That's those things. Alright. Okay. Let's do G again. And can I fold those so they're not so... There we go. That looks more realistic. Alright, let's go ahead and back this up. Get the dolly hooked up. Now, this I'm not a fan of. Let me take a look. So, one thing I have been noticing about a lot of these trucks is that right there is a ring hitch. I don't know what's called in real life. That's just what we know it of. And that would actually connect to like a C clamp. Basically, it would be a clamp that was in the shape of a C, and the top finger of the clamp would move up and down to clamp down on the ring. Now, that is not what you would have on a truck like this. Well, no, you would. I think this truck is old enough to have that. But yeah, usually it would be a ball and hitch, if that's what it's called. Anyways, let's go ahead and get it connected. But you could definitely see it when we get to, I think it was the pickup. Now, I did see, oh, it has the cables and everything. Oh, maybe, yeah, see, it is. Can I crouch or something? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, the truck is old enough to have the ring hitch. So yeah, that does work. Okay, but yeah, on the pickup, it doesn't. It still has a ring hitch, but it's not supposed to work like that. Alright, now that we got that connected, let's go ahead and try... Oh, here we go, my favorite part. Damn, those lights are bright. I need to try to back this up and get underneath that other attachment. So let's see if I can do this. I've done this in real life. I have driven trucks before. Oh, wrong way. So I do know how to do this. It's just been a really long time and it's kind of hard to do with a keyboard and mouse. Alright, turn me... I can't really tell. But it's also difficult to do when you're doing it in real life and all you have is your backup mirrors. Alright, I think... Nope. Right. Oh, come on, turn. Kind of a tight space, man. That attachment is just in the wrong damn spot. Alright, let's try this again. Straighten me out. And... Okay, that's a little bit better, but still not perfect. That's okay. I'll get some practice in. Let's go ahead and attach. Alright, now what we need to do is select... Well, now there's another one. What is this one? Full trailer? No, that's that. And that's that. There we go. Alright, now we got it. So with this, we should be able to carry a lot more wood. Probably like 10 times more wood than we were before, which means I don't have to make so many trips to sell the wood, which is going to save me a lot of time. I mean, it doesn't take too much time to go from where we're cutting to the sell point, but that time does add up after a while. I'm kind of curious. Let's do this. I'm kind of curious to see what the Jake brake sounds like. If it's realistic or not. So the Jake brake is a transmission brake. Is it working? No, it doesn't. Huh. And you always know there's a Jake brake on because that shit can be loud. There are some states which actually require you to have a Jake brake muffler, so it isn't so loud. But yeah, it has this real throaty sound. I kind of actually miss it. On my father's side of the family, everybody was a truck driver. My dad was a truck driver. My grandpa was a truck driver. My uncles were truck drivers. I even had a couple of aunts that were truck drivers. And I'm kind of the black sheep. I think, yeah, my brother is a truck driver now too. He's trying to buy his own business. He retired from the Navy and decided to start his own business, and he's starting a trucking company. So yeah, he has his own truck, but his is a newer truck. It's not like one of these. This is like a 70s truck. But yeah, this thing's pretty quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this over to the field. Now, we're not done. There's some things that I want to do, but first we have to show you. Or I have to show you. Yeah, I kind of do like this truck, man. I mean, of course, I can't see on the inside. I would love to be able to see on the inside right now. Oh, maybe we can a little bit. Oh, did it just do that? That is awesome. The animation actually shows him changing gears. Hold on, we got to see this again. Yeah, see? He's actually changing gears. That is awesome. I love that. I mean, it looks like everything's here. My dad had one of these trucks a long time ago. Well, a truck kind of like this. His was a Kenworth. Oh, here comes the lag. Kind of brings back some really old memories. Some fond memories. I kind of miss traveling cross country with my dad in his truck. It was illegal, but we still did it. We just had to hide in the back whenever we went to a way station or something. Alright, here we are, back at the field. Now, as you can see, if I can get out, E. I gotta remember E is action in this game. As you can see, we completely cleared out the entire field. This field is done, but we still have another field we can move on to. We have plenty of fields we can move on to. And if I turn on the light, as you can see, we also cleared out all the stumps. We don't have the equipment to level out and to skim the top layer of the topsoil. So I'm just going to say that I hired somebody to do that for me. I mean, it's unfortunate. So someone in the comments of the last episodes did actually give me a mod that I could try that had everything that we need to flatten out terrain, but it's not that realistic. I checked it out, and it's a cool concept, but unfortunately it's not too realistic. It looked like it was actually a pain in the ass. So I decided not to use it. We're just gonna say we get rid of the stumps ourselves, and then we hire somebody to come in and flatten the terrain out and take off the topsoil. Yeah, that's what I'm going to stick with. Alright, so as you can see, I also did go ahead and get a flatbed for the, what's this called? Skid steer. I got a flatbed for the skid steer, but I don't like this flatbed. One thing I don't like about it is the double pivot. As you can see right here, we have a pivot, which is the hitch. And then there's another pivot by the, this is kind of like a dolly. I don't like double pivots because they're a pain in the ass to back in. I can never get these things backed in anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a real flatbed and a truck. But what we want to do today is we want to go ahead and get this field ready. Now, in real life, there would be two steps to that. So if you had a field and you were just building kind of like a hobby garden, you wouldn't really be using heavy equipment, you wouldn't need to worry about large boulders underneath the ground. But this being a farm and we're using farm equipment, heavy equipment, the problem is, especially with the plows, if we try to dig through those boulders, it's going to destroy our equipment. And it will also mess with the roots of whatever plants that we are growing. Some plants have deep roots, some have shallow roots. It depends on what you plant. But yeah, that's one of the things you would do. You would go ahead and get rid of the boulders. There is a machine that does that. It's kind of like a plow that just picks up the large boulders underneath the ground. It only goes so deep, but it is good enough for a farm. So that's what we would do next, but because we don't do that in this game, well, actually, no. I think they added something. Hold on. What was it? P. Alright, so trailer. We now have a new function in the game, if I can find it. There it is. Stone pickers. So this, all it does is they pick up stones from the top of the soil. So they don't get the boulders under the ground, they get the stuff that is kind of floating on the surface. But I guess this would be kind of something that you would do. But we can't do it on this field because we got to plow it first, which you would not do. You would actually get rid of all the boulders and the stones, and then you would plow. But in the game, we have to plow first and create this field, which we need the equipment for. Now, I think I have a mod, which is going to help us out with that. So we do have two different types of equipment that we could use to create fields. Let me see. Alright, so here we have plows. There's different sizes, of course, but they only go up to 6 meters wide. This one is 75,000, but if you take a look, it takes up to 360 horsepower, which is a large tractor, which is a lot of money. I'm not going to have that kind of money. So the problem with these plows is they plow in a diagonal row, which means this plow will swing out to the side, and it's really difficult to get a nice straight land formation or a land cut with these guys. Another way that you could do it, if I could find it, is with, there we go, subsoilers. So subsoilers are kind of like plows a little bit, but what they do is, well, I don't really know how to explain the difference, to be honest with you. But can we actually create fields with these ones? It's not really telling me. Hold on. Details? Yeah, it's not really telling me. It should... Oh, wait a minute. A subsoil prepares fields for the next sowing. It could be used instead of a plow. But it does not say that you could create fields. Let me try a plow. With a plow, you can prepare fields for the next sowing and create new fields. There it is. So apparently we can't do that anymore, because I could have sworn in Farming Simulator 2019 you could create fields with a subsoiler. Anyways, so I went to look for a mod that gave me a subsoiler with the function of a plow and being able to create fields, and this is the one that I found. Now, I didn't get a very big one. I got an actual small one, just to keep it realistic, and that way I don't have to get a big tractor. I could just get like a medium-sized tractor. But what we're going to do, since I want to stick to the John Deeres, let's see. There it is. Look for the John Deere color. So I want to buy that one. Now, for this one, let's actually take a look at it. It requires 180 horsepower. So tractors, if we go small, we'll go to the one that oh, god damn it, scroll wheel. I need to get a new mouse. I will get a new mouse here pretty soon. I'm trying to save up money for some other stuff, but I will get one. Alright, so this is the John Deere, the small tractor that I have right now. The horsepower is only 140, so it is kind of lacking. Now, the reason it says 130 to 140, it's 140 with the engine upgrade, which we do have. So what I got to do is medium tractor. Let's see what we got. Where's the John Deere? Now, I go for the ones over on the far right side because they are more expensive, but they also do have a lot more horsepower. Like this one has up to 300 horsepower. Holy shit. It is also 233,000. But later on, when I get into other stuff, I am going to need that power. Now, there are a lot of nice tractors in this game. And if you wanted to, you could go ahead and look at the mod hub and get a lot more. Oh, there's a older one. But yeah, they're all not enough horsepower or just old ones. So yeah, it's going to cost me a bit of money. But screw it. I'm going for it. So engine setup, we do want to go with the upgraded engine, get a little bit more horsepower. That will bring us to 300. Wait a minute. Hold on. Alright, 280 with the upgraded brings us up to 230. We also have to worry about the power if we're running a machine that requires the power, so always keep an eye on that as well. Alright, wheel brand. We'll go ahead and keep the wheel brand the same. Wheel setup. Wide tires. Wide tires with weights. What that will do is sometimes you might have something on the front end that is extremely heavy. That weight on the back wheel will keep the ass end down, which if you're pulling something you don't really need, I just do it anyways just in case. And of course, front loader. Yes. I might go ahead and get a front loader for this tractor for when we're doing logging, so that way I could actually start cutting bigger logs. Because the skid steer is a really good piece of equipment, but unfortunately, I have to cut these. Let's actually check. Let me go ahead and buy this. I think that's all I wanted to do with it. I'm not going to worry about license plates at all. But I think, let's see. Where are you? So yeah, the skid steer, unfortunately, is not going to do the job that I need it to do. Because as you can see, this truck right here is a lot longer than the pickup. Well, the trailer is the same size. So this is how long they are. It's about 2.5 meters. 2.5 or 3. This one, I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to be 5 to 7 meters. So they are much bigger logs, which means I don't think the skid steer is going to be able to handle that. Also, another thing, this thing is a lot higher than the pickup and the pickup's trailer. And I don't know if the skid steer will reach that. So I might have to get a front end loader for the tractor. We'll have to see. But what we need to do is I need to walk my ass. Well, I guess I could take the pickup or the truck, but I'd need the truck over here too. Yep, since I'm not using tab to switch between vehicles, I need to get my ass all the way down there. I need to get another vehicle to keep over here. But yeah, I'll walk my happy ass over to the pickup, and then we'll come back and try to get to work. Actually, you know what I did? I changed my mind. There is something else that we do need to take a look at. Something to move equipment around. I do have that flatbed over at our piece of land. But that thing is not going to be too helpful when I need to move a huge tractor. So what we need to do is look at some trucks and see how much they're going to cost me. So I could get one of these, which are kind of cool. I kind of like them. But I would like to stick to vanilla trucks as much as possible. I just got this one temporarily because it had the attachments. So the question is now, which one do I want? Let's see. This one base has 500 horsepower. This one base has 425 to 505. Not bad. Let's actually check it out. The cool thing about this one is I got so many different configurations. So that is a double long bed, which is way too much. There's a single. There is, well, that doesn't even have the bunks. And that looks small. Anyways, I kind of like, that one just has a wind foil on the top. I kind of like that one. That one looks pretty good. And for moving stuff around, the importance of having a sleeper is eventually I will need to go to places to like buy cows or sell cows or I don't know, pick up a piece of equipment in another state or something. So having a truck like this is beneficial. Let's go ahead and go with the upgraded engine. The design, we're going to go ahead and... Okay, so the only difference is the mirrors on the front. Here in America, we don't need that. We don't need that kind of shit. I think that's a European thing. Alright, main color. Let's go ahead and go with crimson red. It's alright. Not a huge fan, but it looks okay. Let's go ahead and go with that. So altogether, that's going to cost us $151,000. Alright, bye. Before I change my mind. Alright, then the other thing is we need ourselves an actual flatbed. Now, we can go ahead and start moving some stuff. So, Renown drop deck. This isn't a drop deck. I thought drop decks were the ones that drop in the front. But yeah, this one just has ramps in the back. Alright, so design 1 and... Oh, I see. It just gives you wider ramps. Do I want design 2? Yeah, I might have to get some vehicles at some point that require... It might happen. Let's go ahead and let's buy that. And there we go. Alright, now we got ourselves a truck. And a flatbed. What I need to do is go ahead and hook this up. And then try to get the tractor with its plow on there. It's not giving me much room, but that's okay. I'll get in there. There we go. Alright, so now drop the ramps. And let's see if we can get the tractor hooked up. so we'll go ahead and put it on the back. All right, I probably should zoom out so I can see this a little bit better, but that's okay. All right, there we go. Holy shit, that thing is kind of wide, isn't it? All right, let's go ahead and get this onto the truck. All right, let's see if this thing is going to bug out on me, if it's going to glitch when I try to get on the trailer. In Farming Simulator 2019, it used to. What would happen is when you try to put a vehicle on a flatbed, it would actually just push the trailer and the truck. Or maybe it was just with mods. I can't remember. Actually, right now it looks fine. I think we're good. All right, let's go ahead and get it in the center. And there we go. All right, so let's get back in the truck. We'll lift the ramp. X. Yeah, that thing is extremely wide, man. Jesus. I don't know if it really means anything, but we'll go ahead and try to lock down the trailer with the straps. Now, you wouldn't use straps in real life. What you would use is, shit, what are they called? Turnstiles, I think they're called. Basically what it is a chain, and in the middle it has this little thing you could turn to tighten up the chain. That's what you would actually use, but yeah, we don't have that, so it was kind of simulated with the straps, I guess. Alright, let me go ahead and get this back home, or to the field, and we'll get it to work and see how well it works out. Alright, when I start plowing, this is going to pull a lot on the back end. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of weight on the front. Try to keep those front tires down so that way we can get the steering and keep this thing stable. Alright, now let's see if I can actually line this up with the field. Alright, so I did have to buy the field so that way I could paint it, and I also had to buy it so I could plow it, because I don't think you can plow a field that doesn't belong to you. So yeah, it's only going to mark up the stuff that I own, and then when I'm done, what I'll do is go to P, go down here to construction, go to landscaping, and then paint. And go ahead and put the grass and everything back. What is it, E? Yeah, there we go. Put the grass and everything back where I want the field. I do want to keep a gap between the fields. I don't want them attached because then the machines will get confused and they'll try to harvest both fields. So I do need to keep a space in between each one. I need to figure out where that's going to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and exit out of this. And we need to turn on create field, which is Y, and then V to lower weight. Oh no, that's wrong one. G to select the right tool. There we go. Now V, and there we go. Now we're creating fields. So as you can see, I did turn off the stone picking because actually that's kind of unrealistic. Every time you plow the field, you would have to stone pick in the game, which you wouldn't really do in real life. You wouldn't worry about it. The first time you do it, you don't need to worry about stones anymore. So yeah, I kind of don't like that. But the fields actually look pretty damn good. So yeah, the developers have been working on trying to make the game look better so it doesn't look like the previous version, 2019. Let me check something out real quick. Oh, we are... That's not my field. Wait a minute, I think it is my... No, it isn't my field. So I guess we can plow field that we don't own. Well, I'm going to have to clean that up. I didn't think it would, but I guess you can now. Anyways, so I have a lot to plow. This is actually a pretty big field. It's not a bad size. So let me go ahead and get this done, and then I'll paint everything real quick, and then we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so I walked all the way over to grab the truck, and here we are. So yeah, the plow did pretty well. It looks like... Well, no, I did kind of screw up a little bit. I got a little bit of grassland on the, on our land, but that's okay. That's fine. It's not a big deal. But yeah, this took me quite some time. You could actually look at the time and see how long it took me. It took me a little over an hour, I think. Somewhere around there. But yeah, this field looks ready. So I needed to back up. From this canal, I needed to back the field up a little bit so that way I had room to turn around my vehicles. But I don't think that's going to be enough. Once we get bigger vehicles to harvest and other stuff that we need to do, we could actually check that out and see if I need to move it more. But right now, that seems like it will be okay. So what I need to do now is I need to test out the skid steer. We need to buy this piece of land. This is where we're going to be cutting next. There aren't a whole lot of trees here, unfortunately. So it looks like I might have to break into the land across the street. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Because the next vehicle I need to buy is like $500,000. It's quite a lot. So yeah, we're going to have to make some money. So I want to go ahead and test out the skid steer. So let's go ahead and cut this tree down. And see... Actually, I need to measure first. Hold on. Let's measure this. So, right there. So, Alt, not Control. Alt right click. And it looks like we're at, yeah, about 5 meters. So, I do need to cut this 5 meters long. So, let's see. Actually, let's get the limbs off first. Okay, that's not getting them all. Hold on, Control. There we go. And then we'll cut it 5 meters and see if the skid steer is able to actually get... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Come on, cut. There we go. Alright, 5 meters. So from right here, so Alt, right click, to... Oh, a little too much. Too little. There we go. Go with right there. So 5 meters, if I can get the... There it goes. Alright, skid steer, let's see if you could do your job. If I could even pick this up. So I have been practicing a lot with the skid steer and I've gotten pretty good at it, sort of. Somewhat. It's still kind of difficult. I probably should grab a controller to use this thing, but... Yeah, I need batteries for my controller. Alright, let's go ahead and... I think we're in the middle. Tilt it forward. Let's go down, close. See if I could even pick this thing up. Well, it's trying to tilt forward, but it's still holding on pretty good. That's the great thing about tracked vehicles. They stay pretty damn stable. Alright, yeah, this log is pretty damn long. Jesus. Alright, maybe 5 meters is too much. Well, no, the skid steer looks like it will actually work. Alright, clipping. There we go. So yeah, the skid steer might actually work. It does clear it. So yeah, we can keep using the skid steer. I don't have to waste money on something else. Later on, I definitely will, because here pretty soon, we do need to go ahead and get a longer trailer so that way we can sell longer logs, which I think will make us a little bit more money, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, this is gonna be my job for the foreseeable future, is just clearing out this field, which will probably take me a whole week. I don't know. What I do is every day I spend about a couple of hours clearing out trees, trying to get the money. But the next piece of equipment that I need to get is, let's see, so where is, there it is, forestry machine. I want to go ahead and buy a harvester. This thing, 470,000. That is a huge investment. But yeah, I think we need to. It will save me a lot of time cutting down these trees, not having to do it by hand anymore. But yeah, I'll go ahead, try to clear out this entire field by next week, and hopefully I can. I don't think I will, but I will get most of it. And then we'll go ahead, see how much money we have, and try to buy ourselves a harvester. Unfortunately, the harvester is probably going to be all the money that we have. So it would be nice to buy some other stuff, like better... We already have a truck, but we do need a logging trailer for it. So let me see, how much is that going to cost me? I think it's under forestry equipment. So we could do this one right here, which is the timber runner, but at some point I'm gonna get tired of loading up logs. I already am, man. I'm sick and tired of doing this by hand. So I might get something like this. These 3 trailers are another mod. The cool thing about these is it allows me to auto load the trailers, which I haven't used. I don't think I used them in 2019. So yeah, this will be the first time I use them, so I'll probably have to figure out how that works. It looks like we have a 12 meter, a 15 meter, and a 20 meter. I do have enough money to buy it now. But the problem is, if I try to do a 15 meter log, I'm definitely going to need better equipment. I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. So yeah, for right now, this is what we got. So harvester, the trailer, and that will cut down the time it takes me to clear out a field tremendously, because the harvester automatically cuts trees for you to the length that, or logs to the length that you want, which is going to save me so much time. It's going to save me hours and hours of work. So yeah, that's going to be the next machine I build, or buy. Build. It's going to be the next machine I buy. Then we need to go ahead and start working on our farms a little bit. Like this field right here needs lime, but there's going to be a lot of equipment, a ton of equipment we need to buy in order to get a field running. We're going to need harvesters. We're going to need lime spreaders. We're going to need fertilization, vehicles for fertilizing. We're going to need vehicles for weed killing. It's a ton, man. We're also going to need wagons. We're going to need augers. I got so much money I have to spend in order to get fields running. So yeah, I'm not done with logging. Not even close. I still have a lot of work to do. Probably I'll end up clearing out all the trees around this area before I have enough money to buy all that stuff. But yeah, we'll have to see what we do next in the next episode. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.